Linear relations, practice test problems. The question here is, 4-liter milk is being consumed in a household. After 2 days, there is 3.3 liter of milk left. After 5 days, there is 2.25 liter left. Write an equation to determine the amount of milk left after any number of days until it runs out. State the meaning of each variable. So that's a question for you. So try to define your variables and then write down an equation to determine the amount of milk left after any number of days until it runs out. So tell me, how are you going to do it? One approach is, we have independent variable as time, since with time milk is being consumed and the time units are in days. When we say 4-liter milk is being consumed in a household, that means to start with we have 4 liters of milk. So to start with, the time is 0 and the quantity of milk is 4, which is 4 liter. After 2 days, there is 3.3 liter of milk left. So when time runs to 2 days, we are left with 3.3 liters. Correct? After 5 days, there is 2.25 liters of milk. And after 5 days, we have 2.25 liters of milk left. Write an equation to determine the amount of milk left after any number of days until it runs out. So from the question we gather this information. Now, to write a linear equation, we should find out at what rate the milk is being consumed. To find the rate, what we can do? We can find the slope, rate of change. That means how much milk is being consumed in that given time. So if in 2 days, from 4 liter, 3.3 is left, then what is the change in milk per day? That is what we need to find. So what we can do is, we can do 3.3 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 0. So let's do that part. Let me do it in a different thing to show you how to do all these things. So we get 3.3 minus 4. That means difference of these two divided by difference of these two, the time, which is 2 minus 0. So here we have milk left and here it is the time, right? So once we do this, we can calculate the result. So we get 3.3 minus 4 equals to, divide by 2 equals to 7 over 20, which can be changed to minus 0.35. See, it is negative. 3.3 minus 4 is negative. So that shows that there is 0.34 liters of milk being consumed per day, right? Now let us also check, this is between 0 and 2 days. Let's consume from this data. Here the consumption is 2.25 minus 3.3 divided by 5 minus 2. Let's see how much do we get. 5 minus 2 is 3 and then 2.25 minus 3.3 is equal to some number which is negative divided by 3 is equal to 7 over 20, which is same as we got last time, which is minus 0.35. Now we see that the rate is constant. Since the rate of consumption is constant, we can write this expression in the form of a linear equation. It is a linear equation. Since the rate of change is constant, it is a linear relation. And we see every time the consumption is by 0.35 liters per day. Now to start value is 4. Therefore, the equation should be y equals to rate of change, which is 0.35 times x plus initial value, which is 4. So that should give us the amount of milk left after any number of days until it runs out. So that is how we can express. Now here, what is x and what is y? Y is the amount of milk left, right? So we can write y is amount of milk left. And what is x? X is the independent variable, which is number of days. Number of days, right? And slope gives us the rate of consumption per day. Minus, because it is a consumption, it is being consumed, because of which quantity is decreasing. Do you understand? So that is how we can represent it in a form of an equation. And now, we have done so many examples. In general, the equation is of the form of y equals to rate of change times x, right? Plus initial value. So that is kind of the equation which represents these situations. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.